morning to you all. Namaste. Mr. Chairman of the Indian Railway Board, Shri Mittal, former Chairman, Shri Arunendra Kumar, colleague from the Embassy of Korea here in New Delhi. Let me start by saying that I feel extremely honored to be part of the second edition of the India Rail Conference and Expo 2017. And I would like to thank the organizers for giving me the opportunity to be part of what we heard is a magnificent, esteemed event. I fully agree. And definitely for giving me the opportunity to address this important gathering of railway experts representing both government and non-governmental sectors. I tell you, not easy. Not easy to speak after two chairpersons. They are experts. They have the capacity to appreciate all the necessary issues affecting the world of Indian railways, and they are the leaders, and they have done a lot to change the face of the Indian railways. I believe that the only way I can eventually contribute to this conference would be to share with you what we have done to transform the railway system in the Czech Republic, and eventually add an international dimension to what you have been trying to achieve here. But before proceeding, let me clarify that I'm not necessarily going to say that individual countries' experience is transferable, as railway systems differ in terms of their economic, technical, social characteristics and challenges they face. And here I agree that individual countries' efforts, reform efforts, have to be tailored to these specificities. And I believe that this is exactly what is happening in India. And I would like to use this opportunity to appreciate all that tremendous effort that the authorities had been putting to address all these challenges we just heard, to deal with the existing bottlenecks, to make travel experience more, or traveling more positive experience, and to transform this famous Gati Sepragati vision into reality. And I still believe that it would be of some interest to you if I share what we have done to transform, and here I deliberately use the term transform, the railway market in the Czech Republic. But first, to contextualize a bit so that you can better appreciate where we stand in the heart of Europe. Railways started operating on the territory of today's Czech Republic in the 30s of the 18th century, when the first horse-drawn railway in Europe commenced. And a couple of years later, when the first locomotive-hauled railway opened. Definitely, it is not as large as the Indian railway, which definitely is one of the world's largest railway networks. But still, you should know that the Czech Republic has the highest railway net density in the European Union, which is 124 kilometers per 1,000 square kilometers. And the total truck length in the Czech Republic is 9.5 thousand kilometers, out of which nearly 3,000 has been electrified. As in other countries across the globe, we have been undergoing the process of a wide range of reforms. And in the Czech Republic, these reforms started at the beginning of the 90s and coincided with the profound political, social, and economic changes brought about by the end of the centrally planned economy. Over a couple of decades since then, the railways have undergone significant changes in aspects of their organizational structure, operation, and arrangements for third-party access to truck infrastructure. As in any other country, the starting point was a natural monopoly, provided single vertical integrated government-owned company, providing infrastructure and operations. We have taken a decision to break up the state-owned Czech railways into separate entities, with separation occurring on a function and product basis. Definitely, the purpose was to improve effectiveness and accountability of the then only operator and facilitate implementation of non-commercial functions of railways. Vertical separation, that is separating train operations from the track, paved the way for the introduction of competition between train operators for the same customers and competition for train schedules over the same infrastructure. As a result of all these changes, the freight transport market has been fully liberalized. Open access for commercial passenger services has been allowed. Instead of one, today we do have two. In fact, two additional major players which compete with each other. And we do have a number of smaller operators running primarily regional lines. A new railway infrastructure administration, I should say, has been established to fulfill a role of an owner, of a rail owner, providing operation, operability, modernization, and development of the railway infrastructure. And we got yet another body, which is the Rail Authority. And the purpose of that authority is to monitor the competition, to ensure a level playing field and juggle different demands. Short of time, I'm rounding short, definitely. Keep this in mind, and thank you for reminding. So this is what we have done. Definitely not to forget of the fact that the entire modernization of the railway infrastructure, a new rolling stock has been put in place. And I am proud to say that most of that stock originates in the Czech Republic. I do not have time enough to elaborate on bilateral cooperation between the Czech Republic and India in the railway sector. But I noted that one of supporters of this important event is a Czech-based company. And I'm extremely pleased to know that and to tell you that, in fact, this is the first foreign direct investment in Indian railways. And I believe that this is a unique example of the Czech Republic making India commitments. And definitely we would be more than pleased to enhance different kind of railway partnerships. And I, as ambassador, I am committing myself to do my utmost in this particular respect. So thank you very much for giving me the opportunities to speak. If I were a bit long, please, I seek your indulgence. Thank you very much.